Hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and it's time for the start of a new season of anime. The first series that I'm going to react to, uh, I was going to react to Girlfriend Girlfriend first, but decided that I've reacted to enough series that I've read the source to, so I'm not going to do that this season, even though I really know that I'm going to enjoy Girlfriend Girlfriend. I'm going to watch that on my own. Anyway, this is the first one I'm reacting to, and I really don't know anything about it, but it seems to me like it's something that's a little bit out of my comfort, like my usual comfort zone. So I'm kind of interested to see what that's about. Apparently, it's about a guy who's an assistant to a detective girl or something like that, which reminds me a little bit of Ghostsick, which was one of the first anime I ever reacted to, and that I still have to re-upload to the internet since my old channel was destroyed. Um, but yeah, I'm interested to watch something that has to do like with a detective vibe again because it's been a long time since I've seen something like that. Uh, so yeah, without any other information to go on, I say we just get started. Also, there's a double length episode. Didn't expect that. I don't think that's much of a cliche. Usually, it's like in a boat or something, or like in a mansion. Oh, seems he just walks into a whole bunch of suspect things. That's kind of that's kind of unfortunate. Well, that's random. He seems fairly okay with all of this though. But would anyone even think there's a detective on the plane? There's a detective girl. Um, Considering the title of the series, I don't know if it's referring to her or somebody else. She seems to be the heroine, so I wouldn't think she's going to die. I do love her design though. She reminds me of Origami from Date A Live, though not as good looking. Oh, okay. It means nap in Spanish. Oh, that's quite the alliteration. Yeah, I'd rather call him that as well. She does have a cute face, though. But again, because it reminds me of Origami. Uh, so there's been a murder aboard. Of course. It's standard. Watson. Okay, that's not subtle. And you have 47 minutes to do it. Well, I mean, 4 minutes already passed, so less than 47 minutes. This is an interesting thing for a terrorist to do. It's a little weird that you would trust the words of a terrorist like this. There's no the reason he can't just lie about the result or the conclusion that you come to, even if you get it right, or just say you're right, but then kill everyone anyway. Well, she's fairly confident. Typical terrorist banter. All right, ace detective she is. So what is he going to do now? All right, so he's not dead. That's good. He's being very cooperative. A minute? So he must be fairly influential or something. This protagonist is very comfortable with these weird situations. I mean, it's explained why, but like it must have seriously have been a lot of these situations he's gotten himself into to be this composed. Pilot, the still conscious pilot, uh, he's concentrating real hard on piloting the plane. So, is there a reason to bring this into light? You could have just accepted his. What's he gonna do? I feel like turning your back to him is a bad idea. They're being way too casual about this plane hijacker. Oh, is that the reason she was here in the first place? Oh, what did he attack her with? A knife? Oh, wait, what? I did not think there was gonna be supernatural elements to this. I am incredibly surprised here. I thought it was just gonna be like, you know, solving cases and stuff. You did expect a lot from him despite not knowing anything. Which she probably did know. But if she did, then a spez, a secret organization. I didn't think this would go this way. I like how he's just letting her explain. She did say she knew everything. So couldn't she have just let him surrender? Oh, okay, so she's one of them too. She's quite strong. Well, uh, she you just ran throughout the entire airplane carrying him like if he was made out of paper. I guess he's over it now. He said that fairly confidently. Well, it was a pretty good dodge. I don't know his background, so I don't know if like he is used to this kind of stuff or not, despite getting in all sorts of troublesome situations. I guess he would have to have some sort of skill. That's probably a bad idea. I feel like with her strength, she could probably do something about that tentacle. Also, that run. I really didn't expect this series to be this action oriented. It is kind of funny that his ear is the thing attacking them. Wouldn't that make the sound of the engines unbearable for you? Is this where the main character comes into play somehow? No, this is kind of giving me shoot, what's that anime called? I'm not gonna remember right now. Darwin's Game. Yeah, Darwin's Game vibes. I think that also had like a double length first episode. I'm curious to find out about these tough times he's been through. He's not even surprised to see like superpowers essentially. Oh, he's got more ear tentacles. Oh. Hmm. You're betting on it being something useful, huh? What is it? Oh, a gun. Okay. How did that even fit inside that? I really didn't expect this. So he has green blood, huh? Or does that only apply to the area she cut? Bang? Oh, she actually said that too. Oh, she's sparing him. But, hmm. How does this work? Alright, she could have just offered this in the first place. They could have had this conversation before. Oh, I guess she shot him. Oh, interesting ability. But considering he just was about to kill you, I don't think you should trust him at all. Like, you should have just killed him, because his intent to kill was there. So, how does the title come into play? She didn't die, and there's no other detectives so far. By her? She's the one that it was her. Okay. But why him though? Okay. That was a question that would have been nice to have answered, but she's gone now. That was almost exactly like the apartment complex that Mao Sadao stays in Devil's a Part-Timer. Yeah, that was some pretty good animation, you know? Worth remembering. Uh, what? What? Is it because he said that he was the assistant? So they're stuck at the hip now, apparently, because of that, I assume. Also, there's a weird, like, mid transition thing. It's quite long, too. That was weird. It's like they were just spending, like, they just wanted to waste time to fill the slot. There's no reason to refuse, my guy. That second one, I think, is less objectionable. She's already inside the house. Might as well get in the bath, too. So, why did you leave earlier, not explain why you chose him? Probably really good at lock picking. Oh, or magic. She has the skeleton key from the Elder Scrolls. Seems the champion of shoot, what's the name of that um god in Skyrim? It's not the Night Mother. That's not even a god, really. Oh shoot, why do I not remember her name? It's gonna bother me. My brain isn't at 100% right now. I kind of stayed up to watch this. I do wonder what she really needs from him. She never bothered to explain earlier. Ah. Then again, you probably don't want him if you want him for that reason, considering his tendency to get mixed up in things. If you want him to not be noticed, if you want him to do things how they're supposed to be done, then getting somebody who will most assuredly get into trouble during a mission is probably not the best thing. With his money? I was wondering how she got that pizza. Oh, she got another pizza. Does he have a towel on? He's not particularly shy, is he? And neither is she. Well, we don't really know what kind of problems he has yet, besides his tendency to get into trouble. And yes, he does not have a towel. She doesn't care whatsoever. Well, at least she doesn't have a face like Aqua did when she saw Kazuma's Chun Chun Maru. Oh, wait, no. Excalibur. I've never had a pizza like that. Wow, she got a lot of pizza. So it still is going to be like the sort of thing I thought it was going to be, but it also has like action, supernatural action combat. I feel like I have heard that story, like something similar in another anime, like a haunted toilet. Then again, that's just the thing in general. Like in Harry Potter, there was like Moaning Myrtle. She haunted the toilets. It does bother me that that pizza is mostly sauce. That's concerning. No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it's similar, yes, but it doesn't make sense. See, that's what happens when it's pure sauce. Pizza boots. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Those seem completely unrelated, unless it had to do with that, I guess. There was a show when I was a kid called Ah Real Monsters, and I'm pretty sure that the entrance to their lair was through the toilets. Maybe they're going there. Man, she's isn't she a detective? She should be making a nice amount of money, at least compared to him. I don't know what his job is. Seen much of that. Is that Diet Coke? I feel that's going to be another mystery. So it's also sci-fi and supernatural at the same time because there's like mutants and ghosts at the same time, secret organizations. She really just barged her way into his life, like with zero concern for anything. The youth rom com chapter. But okay, this is odd. The pacing of this and the cadence of the story is just weird. Okay, there's people besides just him. Also, that girl on the left is very cute. Looks better than the main heroine, actually. I will say one thing I do appreciate about her design is that whenever she's wearing clothes, despite her large bust, the clothes don't like unnaturally wrap around her like a lot of other anime do. So I do appreciate that. That random guy just like thinking to himself how good she looks. You could see it on his face. I really need to try yakisoba someday. I wonder if they're actually going to solve this one during this episode or if it's going to continue on to the next one. Considering this actually seriously is just like two episodes in one, I feel. Like, this didn't need to be a double length episode now that I think about it. It's just like literally two episodes stitched together. Look at all those bean sprouts. So is this his school? Is he a middle schooler? I find that really hard to believe. Or are they just attending a middle school fair? Because he looks like 19 or something. Frey doesn't change again further. Surprisingly, this series that I thought was going to be a lot more dramatic actually has more comedy than the show I watched last season called Childhood Friend Love Comedy, which literally had love comedy in the title. I also need to try takoyaki. See, if they were like middle school age, I have a feeling that like during the time when the lady was asking for detectives, she would have questioned her being a detective immediately. Because why would you think some like a middle schooler is going to be a detective? That doesn't make any sense. See, that's not bad fan service. It's fairly subtle, but also surprisingly enticing. They probably shouldn't say that considering we don't know how old they are yet. They might just be really maturely drawn middle schoolers for some reason. How did they get into this situation? Or at least, how did he get into this situation? I still don't really know how things progressed to this. Are we gonna get a fight? That's kind of hilarious. How do you know that? She's not even out of breath. Oh, I'm sure an ace detective can figure out at a glance which one it is. Oh, I guess him too. Both of them are pretty great at that. It's been nothing but going with the flow since the very beginning from both of them. No, no, I prefer her current outfit. Hides certain things better. They're very casual about this. He could have hit his head and died there. Good. I'm sure they're fawning over her. Hmm. Yeah, all right. I do like how her white hair looks among all of that white clothing. That black-haired girl looks fantastic, by the way. Well, the one on the right with the long hair. Bow tie. I need to save up for one of those DSLR cameras. They're so good. In terms of design, she's like a downgraded origami from Day Day Live. Uh, so you guys get to keep that? I really need to have it explained why she chose him. He never asked that again, really. Jump out the window. I mean, she probably can. Use your dress to glide. Feel with that dress, if she jumps down with any sort of force, uh, that chest area that we're being forced to look at will just, let everything out on landing. Oh, all right. People are gonna see. Hopefully, they have one of those Men in Black things that make people forget the instant they see something. Also, I do like the visual that we're looking at here. The bride carrying the groom like that. I guess we're just not going to see them land, huh? When was this? Was this before they arrived in the school? I didn't think it would turn into this. This had a turn that I wasn't expecting here. The I guess the variance in topics is a bit extreme. So I guess there is no supernatural stuff, huh? It is just sci-fi. Then again, no. Her tools are magical. So they're basically just uncovering a like high school or middle school. No, maybe it's just a mistranslation, and they actually meant to say high school or something. So this is after everything has been concluded and they caught the person, I guess. They just skipped the actual apprehension. Ah, of course. The secret organization. They're in quite a bit of different areas. They're covering all sorts of criminal bases here. It really was odd they skipped the landing and apprehension of the criminal, or who it was, or anything like that. It's like they just went forward in time and are kind of like trying to remember what happened. Well, here we go. I've been asking this question since the beginning. So, huh? I guess that would be a good thing. But then, why would she mention him being forgettable? Kind of conflicts with his ability to draw in negative attention from, I guess, criminals. I guess she asks, "You should go back and live a normal life," and he instantly refuses, trapping him in whatever sort of deal this is. She has done that before. I really don't see a good motivation for him to do this, by the way. He has zero reason to join her, to be honest. That's not what she asked. I hope he gets paid well. He's literally her assistant. I guess secretary is more accurate. Maybe maid? Wait, what? That's a jump? It is such a weird dynamic. I guess let's just go with the idea that he became infatuated, so he decided to stick with her. Because otherwise, I don't see any reason for him to want to get into this sort of trouble all the time. Which detective? Oh, okay. Let's see if there's something after the ED. All right. Another mystery. What was that him? So she knows him. Is this a preview? Yeah, it's a preview. All right, I'm not gonna watch that. This is interesting, but very almost. What's the word that I'm looking for? Aimless in terms of actual story goals, I guess. So when he said the detective is already dead, does that mean there was a time skip and then the girl that he made that deal with is dead, or are they talking about somebody else? I don't know. I guess we'll see next episode. It's a little interesting that if it's going to go that way and she actually is dead, that they kind of the reason for having this sort of like double length episode might be that they wanted to compress like an entire like old status quo before revealing the actual like story next episode. Like show what it was like before she died or something. Because we need to have a detective and we need to have them dead for this for this title to make sense. And she's the only detective that we've seen so far, besides this one here that uh, the airplane terrorist was handed over to. All right, I guess we'll see. I mean, so far, I do like how it looks. I do like the animation. I like the action. Didn't expect the sci-fi element, but that's interesting as well. Um, it's just everything in this episode seemed a little disjointed in terms of the motivations for the characters to stick together, in terms of the, the things they decided to do, as well as the specifics of how how she has that job, I guess, and how he's going to have that job. Like a lot of the specifics aren't talked about, but I guess if you want to do a double episode, you'd have to omit a lot of that stuff, especially if it's not really relevant anymore, considering the title of the anime. I don't know. I really don't know where this is going to go, but I am interested to see. So yeah, this was the first episode of uh, "The Detective is Already Dead" or something. I don't have the English title in front of me. Um, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.